Oh hey, a 300 drawing prompt book. Yeah, I should buy this and do it all. It should only take me less than a year. Okay, it's been a little bit longer than I thought, but you know what? I got it done, and that's what matters. You know what? I should take this, scan every single one of these pages, and then review them for a video. I think that would be pretty cool to see like the progress I made over time. Yeah, I'll do that right away. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a procrastinator on this video. But I'm going to view it like this. I'm going to view it as I have now taken long enough time to make this that I'm going to see if I can remember my thought process going through it. I can take a look back at like what I was thinking, because it's like drawing is a good way to view how you were thinking at the time, I guess. And to see where my skills have improved and where I can like be nitpicky about myself, like, oh, I wouldn't do that now. Something with these drawings, though, I like to say right now is that when I was making them, like 9 times out of 10, or it'll be more like 295 times out of the 300, and I was drawing these in bed while watching YouTube right before I was about to pass out, so I wasn't just mindlessly watching videos like I still kind of do. But that's besides the point. I mean, this little book was just a way for me to multitask, so I wasn't just watching videos before I went to bed. So, with that, let's get started. First one we got right here, angel wings. The hat is a little bit. It's kind of like if you were just to like crunch someone's head up into a small little old pin, and that's kind of what it would end up being. But otherwise, that's the only critique I've really had for this one. Maybe the arms could be better. Maybe the face could a little be more shrunk in, because it's supposed to be. This was one of the first iterations of a plague doctor character I'm working on. The first drawings I had of it. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, the face could use a little bit more work, but the wing shape is nice, and the feather layering is there, and it's alright for just using mechanical pencil. Dr. Seuss hat. I think I was trying to draw Dr. Seuss himself with this one, you know. Oh, with the goatee and stuff. The hat shading is fine. The shading is good. And I don't really think I've worked with pencil shading before this one. Ooh, I should rate these. It's actually a good idea. Angel wings. I would get. How am I rating these? Oh god. Let's do it out of 5 pencils, and it has to be whole numbers because I don't want to edit that much. Let's do this one. The first one is a solid 3 out of 5 pencils. This Dr. Seuss one, 2 out of 5 pencils. Your reflection. Oh boy, it's the skeleton mask that I've always wore. Yay. Get myself a fucking thick neck, though. It's even thick. You know, it's thicker than the one I have right now. When I was drawing this, I bet my neck was, like, still very skinny. I could have done better. It's very messy. It's very, the 1 out of 5 pencils. Not very, this one doesn't do good. So I did, oh, now I'm noticing the little reflection lines that represent a mirror. Interesting. Still 1 out of 5, though. This one sucks. Alright, asteroids. Now, yeah, on this little 300 prompt thing that had, like, pages like this, so I'm like, I'm not going to spend the time rescanning pages like that. So, asteroids. You know, it's asteroids. Oh, so this weird stain up here, I forgot what that's from. I think it was shown up in a couple of these, yeah. Like a coffee stain? Probably it's a coffee stain. You know, it's not bad. And the stars could have been not like that. Asteroids are alright. 2 out of 5. The Milky Way. Yeah, yep, that's the Milky Way, alright. Did try to go for at least the light differentiation with the... See how it's dark there and then it suddenly gets more brighter. Ooh. But it's like the shape and everything is like that. Drawing like celestial bodies with pencil is super hard though. That's what I found out. But yeah, this one's not doing anything. 1 out of 5 for the Milky Way. Disgusting. Now, Maxinoda production. Now, comic book cover, because yeah, warrior spirit. The treasure of Akbalu. I was very inspired by like the very old comic magazines. And actually, I think I can give out an example real quick. Yeah, because I do have some of the older stuff, like... Oh no, I messed up my carpet that's underneath. Yeah, because I got, like... That... Oh, that still has the old Grandpa Attic smell. Great. Stuff like that. That's another good one. Oh. Maybe something like that. All these don't have their original covers, by the way. I don't know what. I think they just kind of ripped off. The only one I do have a cover for is one that I bought at a comic book store for like a couple months ago. It's this one. Only for the sole point of it having that title. Because I am a dork. But anyways, yeah, I think this is one of my favorites that I've made in this book. This one is honestly 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 pencils. Beautiful. Lotus flower. I thought this one was a little nice one. I think this is a good one. And it's simple. Oh, you can kind of tell that there's like an attempt at water features, especially with like the stain. Fish is nice. This one is like 4 out of 5. Looking for a keyhole. Ooh, look at that. It's an eyeball for the keyhole. Ooh, wee woo, wee woo. This one is not really that good. The eyeball, I think it was also like eyeball practice, but I'm gonna say that's like a 2 out of 5. Tree of Life. I think this is where I really started working on the tree design that I do now. Let me see something here. Yeah, because let's see if I have a modern example of how I do trees. Oh, yeah, from the Ghostbusters one I made. Yeah, you can kind of focus. Like you see how I kind of do trees now. Oh, compared to then where I think I have like a lot more definition and that different types of branches. But this is one still good. I've definitely could have done better anatomy with her down here. I think this is actually the first time I've ever done female anatomy, was this drawing right here. Because I've only drawn on guy eye anatomy. Because, well, let's face it, it's a lot easier to do anatomy or, you know, who kind of you off of yourself, I would say. Which is why I look back at like all the old drawings I did as a kid and everybody's like a square. Fucking Minecraft. Or even Minecraft was the thing. But this one I'm gonna give 4 out of 5. Something with 2 heads. Two-headed snakes, an absolute classic if you remember Animal Planet's Most Extreme. With those very cursed images. This one's nice. I'll give that one a 3. Lightsaber. Lightsaber, it's very detailed. The lightsaber ignition is a bit too much, though. It might be a Padawan trying to hold this thing, seeing how small it is. Maybe it's Maybe it's like a Yoda species holding it. Holding like an Anakin Skywalker-sized lightsaber. It's not bad. It's another 3 out of 5. Not 4. What am I going off of? Grim Reaper! Minecraft! No, whatever. I tried. But for this Grim Reaper, I definitely did do a lot of stuff. I think I really worked with the hands. You're trying to get the hand muscles. I love the almost tentacle-like skeleton face. I'm gonna get, you know what? I'll give this one a 4 out of 5. It's definitely up there with the more creative ones I think I made. Fountain of Youth. I have this is way before I learned perspective. But yeah, it was like supposed to be all like, here's the big lake of water up here, then the waterfall, and then there's like a small stream, and then the big lake pool. It's like, oh, then it's like this natural fountain of youth. Ooh. Yeah. I don't really like this one. This one's a 1 out of 5 for me. Man in the Moon. I love this one because I don't know, I just like the little guy peeking like over there, just kind of like, oh, hello, how you doing down there? I'll give that, you know what? I think that's a 5 out of 5 for me. I just really like that one. Also kind of get some, you also got like some depth from like his window. Lightning Strike. Old Zeus boy hasn't been looking too good recently with his kind of like, oh, I don't know what type of face I was trying to go for there. I think I was like, it's too small, I can't really do much. It's got quite the chin beard going on as well. Cloud is an interesting shape. Lightning strikes are good. I think this one's like a 3. Goddess. This one is, I feel like I was inspired by something. I cannot tell what I was inspired by, but I feel like I was inspired by something. If anybody for the love of God knows what this looks like, please say so, because I don't know. But I love this one actually. I think the whole scene, the pose, and everything. I would give this one, it's not perfect, so I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Psychedelic Portal. This was when I was really trying to develop a story with all the characters that I've kind of developed up, and this was one of the first ideas. Was like, ooh, what if there was an old door, or that led to a portal, and then they went on different adventures through different types of landscapes, and I can totally just bank off of them going to like, now we're gonna go to the world of Minecraft. Whoa, wacky adventures in time. Yeah. And then I kind of realized, like, no, don't want to do that. I want to do something that's, like, my own story in the way, with maybe some influences and references now and again, but I want my own story. Okay, I do like the Psychedelic Portal. So for nostalgia, for being, like, one of the first stories, this one is more story than it is form, or like the picture itself. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I think that's fair. A view from the top. This was a helicopter crash. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. And then down here they were trying to write out SOS. But then suddenly the big bad dinosaur came and started eating people. I think the idea was good. The T-Rex actually worked out pretty well. I'm now looking at it. The people could have been done better. And it has a lot of story to it. I'll give it a... This one's not as well finished as the other one, so I'm going to give this one like a 2 out of 5. Masquerade Mix. Now, this one was interesting, because this one I was trying to develop into another character for something. And I find like, oh, hey, I want like a superhero, a cryptic, masked superhero. Ooh. And I was like, I'll make somebody who kind of looks like this. It actually started out as somebody with a cat mask, and then evolved into this. I do like that mask design, though. I think I want to, if I was ever to try to work on 3D modeling, I would try to replicate that mask, but otherwise this one is pretty good. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. Poseidon. You know, it's like Poseidon's beard is the waves and stuff. There's a man trying to sail, or he doesn't actually have anything. I have no idea how he's gonna get across. This one could have been done better, honestly. The idea is there, but it's not really fleshed out. This one's like a 1 out of 5. Jackal. This one I just straight up looked at a reference of a jackal online, because it's like, oh, what does a jackal look like? Apparently, it looks like this. So, I think I just kind of, I didn't trace it, I just kind of like looked at the picture and kind of just drew the picture I saw. So, 2 out of 5. Deer antlers. Another one I thought was pretty creative. It is I, the wit, the watcher of the woods. There is me. I think this one is cool. Out of all of them I made in this book, I think I would redraw this one the most. I love the little bandage face thing and the draped over cloak with the deer antlers. I feel like I was also inspired by something when drawing this one, but yeah. This one I'm giving a 5 out of 5. I just really like it. Medusa. No, you got your... I love the cave design I got going on here. The coil. Oh, Medusa herself. Arms could have been better. Those always kind of bothered me looking at this design. Yeah. The arms are kind of just like... What is... like... A little bit too... not relaxed enough, I would say. Snake design, though, is fine. Face could have been better. Yeah. This one's like a 4 out of 5 for me. So... I think out of all of them, this is probably the most cursed one I made. It's a carousel. I have nothing else to say. 5 out of 5. Sorry folks, but this episode's gone about a little bit longer than I wanted to. Make sure you subscribe to make sure you catch the next episode coming out in a couple days. Remember, you're good, and you should stay good. Goodbye.